What's up guys, RoyalZProduction here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about how I ended up editing a Fetty Wap video. It was actually one of his tour videos when he was touring through Canada just recently, but I'm going to talk to you guys about how that all came about.
Baby, won't you come my way? Got something I want to say. Can I keep you on my bed? I love it when I touch you, I can smell you in the air. I love how you love me, feel your love way over here. I love how you love me, got me feeling like you care.
Alright, I'm gonna rewind back here by about a year. There's an artist here named Pimpton that I shoot for. He's local, he's doing some big stuff right now. He's got an awesome album with unreal features that dropped on it. He does have actually a Fetty Wap feature on his album. And basically I've shot 2 music videos for Pimpton, and this was about a year ago, and this is back when I wasn't really charging too much money, and honestly I still remember the shoots like it was yesterday. I remember I got paid no more than probably $200. I told him, I really do want to work with this artist, so I'll do it for basically free. I mean, $200 for a 4K video, and you pretty much have, I think each video took around like 4 to 6 hours to shoot, plus there was like a few rounds of re-edits. So with that being said, I basically did the videos for free. Now, as a lot of people were telling me, yo, you should be charging for your time, like charge him. I said, no, like trust me, like this is gonna pay off, like it's gonna somehow pay off in the future, and I just know it will. So doing the work for free technically isn't free work if it's gonna sell your next project, or if this artist is gonna open an opportunity door for you that money can't buy. So Fetty Wap just recently did his Way Now Canadian tour, the 2018 tour, and he did stop in Regina, so that's where I live. Kind of small city, and he had an opener from Toronto, Peter Jackson. So I was brought along. Pimpton said, yo, like come along, like just snap some pictures of me and just do some like behind the scenes coverage of us, like maybe in the green room and stuff like that with Peter. So I was like, okay, bet. So I go along with Pimpton, a few others, and next thing we know, we're in the green room with Peter, and I'm snapping a couple pictures, taking some footage, and then Peter goes up to do his opener, and I shoot footage of Peter Jackson performing live in front of this crowd. So I'm on stage grabbing my footage, which I'll lay over right here. So I was just grabbing all the footage. I was pretty hyped up because I have seen a lot of Peter Jackson's music videos. I've listened to a lot of his music just because he is like a Toronto rapper. So I do stay on top of all the artists in Toronto, and I try to listen to as much Toronto artists as I can. Pimpton had me come out to a studio. So Peter and Pimpton were doing a recording session together, and there's a bunch of people in there, a bunch of the people that were touring with Fetty Wap. I'm shooting for probably like 2 hours. We're in the studio for like at least like 3.5 hours, and everybody's just kind of recording, vibing, hanging out, chilling. And I'm shooting, I'm doing some behind the scenes video, and about half an hour before we left, one of the guys that was in the studio with us comes up to me and he's like, hey man, what are you shooting off of? I was like, just a Panasonic GH5. And he's like, oh nice, I have a red. I kind of sit back, I'm like, yo, like what? Like you're telling me this now? So I'm like, oh, like you shoot videos? And he's like, I'm actually Fetty Wap's official music videographer, BrainFilmz. So he's like, yeah, what's your gram? Exchanged Instagram handles, and we pretty much kept in touch ever since. So basically at that point it was around like 1 in the morning, 1:30, and then we dipped out to this club. I grabbed more shots of everyone. At the end of the night, I ended up getting home at like probably 4:30 in the morning, and I didn't get paid for that entire night. The only reason why I was in the studio with Peter Jackson, meeting BrainFilmz, Fetty Wap's official videographer, and like Remy Boy Monty was in the studio too. I can lay over some shots right here. I was shooting him recording as well. And when I was in the studio talking to Brain, he's like, yeah man, we gotta collab on something. You gotta come to LA, bro. I'm moving to LA. I was like, bro, like bet, like I'm gonna try to get out to LA soon. And I didn't end up getting to LA around that time, so I actually ended up messaging him. I was like, bro, we should like collab on something. Like if you have something to collab on, like if I gotta fly out to LA, I'll come out to LA and shoot with you. Like I wanna have that opportunity to like do a behind the scenes for you or something. And he's like, and this was after the tour, after they had finished up with the tour, he's like, bro, I got like so much tour footage because I'm doing like the whole tour videography of Fetty on his Canadian tour. So what if you hit the edit for everything? I'm like, yeah, sure, send it over, bro. So he sends me a Dropbox link like the next day, and sure as shit, I get like 5 days worth of footage of like all of these people Fetty performing in all these different cities around Canada. And I literally chopped that video up that night. I got the footage at like 9 p.m. I remember, and I chopped that shit up. I was at the office till like, I was up at like, till like 3:30 in the morning editing that shit. The thing is like, and then I turned the video around, sent it to Brain. I was like, yo, what do you think? And like, I literally like within like a day or two, I think it was like next day edit, I sent him that footage. So just, you know, to show people like, yo, like I'm willing to work fast if we want to collab. Like if you're giving me this opportunity, like I'm not going to screw around with this. So I turned the video around. He thinks it's dope. A few months actually went by, and it ended up getting posted just recently, just a few weeks, maybe like a month ago. But yeah, it ended up getting posted. BrainFilmz posted on his YouTube channel. You know, Fetty obviously like approved of the video and everything, and they want me to edit the rest of the Canadian tour footage since I hit the first edit. So that's kind of how I ended up editing footage for like content for Fetty Wap. Like I think it was just super crazy, but it just shows that, you know, I didn't have to be at that studio after the performance till like 1:30 in the morning, and then at the club till like 2:30, and then not getting home till like 4:30. I didn't have to do all that. I could have had a good night's rest. I had a haircut the next morning like 7:30 in the morning, so I didn't even sleep. I barely slept. I literally got home, I was so amped up and everything from like all the connections I made and all that. I just want to hit these edits. Like, come to think of it, when I got home, I took the footage that I had from Peter Jackson performing live, I cut that up to a minute IG video. I messaged him, I was like, yo bro, like on the gram or something, I was like, yo bro, what song you want me to use for this? And he's like, yeah, use this one. So I chopped that up, sent it to him that night, and I think he posted it the next day. But it's like, you have to show people that, you know, if you have an opportunity, don't let that slide. If you have the footage, edit that, ship it quick. Show people that you can turn these projects around really quick, and your work ethic is going to show to them, and people are gonna hire you. And that's why people hire you, is because your work ethic, enthusiasm on set. Like I was saying, I didn't have to be up till 4:30 in the morning. I think I don't even know if I slept. I think I slept for an hour, and then I went in for my haircut at like 7:30 in the morning. Like, it was crazy. I had no sleep. I was just like, I was tired. I honestly felt like hungover the next day. I was so tired because I was shooting all night, like literally all night, and I was editing like middle of the night. But I turned everything around. I didn't have to do all that though. I did not have to be up late. I did not have to be networking with people and talking to people all night. I didn't have to do any of that stuff. But I chose to take the initiative to build those connections. And it is so important in this industry to build your connections, to network with people. Whether you're DMing like 10 people a day on Instagram, like legitimately checking out their work, checking out their YouTube channel, throwing them a sub, sending them a DM saying, yo, your work is dope, bro, like where are you located, we should collab, like, oh, I'm gonna be in LA this time, like we should try to link up. And it does work. And if you shoot music videos, you know that artists want shit done quick, like whether it's photos or video. You gotta get that stuff out, especially if it's a live performance. People want to get that stuff out the next day. You gotta get any event recaps out as soon as possible. So that's basically how I ended up editing content for Fetty Wap, which to me is crazy because, you know, when I was in high school, like, he was a legitimate hit. Like, that's what everybody was bumping. Like, what people are bumping Mo Bamba right now, people are all bumping Fetty Wap back in the day, man. Like I used to drive to school in my car bumping Fetty Wap all day long. So that was really cool to kind of meet somebody like that. And now if I ever go to LA, I can message Brain, I got his number, I can message him and be like, yo, you want to link up? Like, let's link up, let's shoot something, and he'd probably be down. And on top of that, they want me to edit the rest of the Canadian tour footage. So again, if you have opportunity in front of you, lose sleep over that. Lose sleep over it, otherwise you'll regret it. Especially in this industry, you gotta show that you can work hard and have that work ethic, and people will rehire you. And honestly, it's great content for your social media as well. Anyways, guys, I know this video was kind of more so, I only talked about, you know, the, you know, Fetty Wap and how I did that, but honestly, I use this method to gain clients, to network all the time. It wasn't just with this. The amount of videos that I've shot for free in the past, when I was first starting, I would say my first 10 music videos were 100% free. There was nobody else shooting these in Regina. So I was kind of like one of the only ones doing it. So I got out, shot for free, shot for free, shot for free, until people started coming to me. And when people start coming to you, and also returning clients start coming back to you, that's when you're able to start, you know, moving your budget up, moving your budget up, moving budget up. And now I'm actually at budget point where it's like, okay, I'm down to shoot a music video every Saturday and Sunday and book that out because it's actually pretty decent side cash. So yeah, this entire video, just telling you my experience of how I got like a really cool gig off of doing free work, but it really wasn't for free because now I can actually use a lot of that footage in my own highlight reel. I can send that off when people ask for my highlight reel, or the people I've worked with, you know, I can say that I edited, you know, Fetty Wap's Canadian tour footage. That's pretty crazy. That's basically all I really want to talk about in this video. I think anything is possible, especially if you live in a big city. Take full advantage of everything that comes your way. Do the free event recaps even if you're up all night. Do the free music videos. Like, what's 10 hours of your day if that could sell you 10 music videos in the future? Or a bunch of music videos in the future, or get you popping, you never know. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see the edit that I did of Fetty Wap's Canadian tour, it was days 1 through 5 in Canada. I'll leave the link in the description, and the video is also uploaded onto BrainFilmz' YouTube, so definitely give him a sub as well. You can check him out on Instagram as well, at BrainFilmz. He does some dope work. He shoots off a red, super high quality music videos. He kills it. So definitely check out his work. Check out the video that I edited for Fetty, and I couldn't be more stoked about that opportunity. Anyways guys, peace out.